Man, these are heavy. Look at them. Oh, hey, how are you? Well, I'm here today to tell you about the BJU Press Homeschool curriculum. This is the curriculum that I use with my own children in conjunction with a couple of other curriculum programs, and I love it. So buckle in, get a cup of coffee, and let's learn about the BJU Press curriculum. But these are heavy. Let me put these down, and I'll tell you a joke. Why did the homeschooler cross the road? To get to the head of the class. Okay, let's get stuck into it. So BJU Press curriculum is a Christian program. It comes with the ability to teach offline, but you can also buy video lessons if you would like. And obviously teaching it yourself will take a fair bit longer, and the video lessons will save you a lot of time. So the latter option is a good option if you're a parent who is working from home. I love the BJU Press curriculum because it has a Christian worldview that it teaches children about. It is incorporated into everything that the child studies. While this program uses the traditional homeschooling method, it is also very hands-on and aims to cater for lots of different learning styles so children don't get bored, and it suits most children. This is a spiral learning curriculum. That means that a child will gently move on at a pace, and as they circle around to the material again, they'll do it in a slightly more complicated and detailed manner, and they'll continue to review the old subject matter that they had studied before. If you're familiar with Becker, it's fairly similar to Becker, but I think BJU is better quality, and a lot of people, I've read a lot of reviews on the Homeschool Mum, and a lot of people tend to enjoy the BJU Press curriculum more. In terms of cost, it is definitely not the most affordable option you can get, but it is probably the most high quality curriculum you're going to get these days. Regarding accreditation, BJU Press does come in an accredited form and in an unaccredited form. What is the difference? Well, when you're studying an accredited curriculum, we're actually studying with an online school. So you're doing distance education with BJU Press. Is the curriculum very different? No, not very different at all. But you do get signed off by an accreditation company who will then give you a piece of paper so that if you want to take your children back to school with that piece of paper. So it's good for short-term homeschooling, but if you're considering homeschooling for a very long time, it's probably not necessary. And your children can get into college without having an accredited program. Given accreditation costs more money, I like the unaccredited version more. So what does it mean when you're studying with a traditional homeschool method? Well, that just means that you're studying a program that is similar to what is studied at school. The traditional method is often also called the school at home method. The idea is that children sit down at a table and complete their textbooks there while a teacher delivers the material to them. A lot of people aren't convinced about the traditional homeschooling method. For example, there's a joke. Why did the traditional curriculum go to the doctor? It was feeling a little outdated. Drum sound. This sounds pretty boring, but BJU Press makes it fun, and it's colourful, and children get manipulatives and they get to do activities, so it is not a boring curriculum. My son absolutely loves BJU Press. Often he will do 3 lessons in a row because he finds it so engaging, and my child is not gifted either. He just really enjoys the way the material is presented. That's nice. Hey Lukey. Oh, yum. Can you say subscribe?
Subscribe.
Now, what subjects does the BJU curriculum cover? Well, they cover all subjects, including math. And here's a little math joke for you. Why was the math book feeling sad? It had too many problems. But I do love that it covers everything, and it also has electives. For example, it even has a Latin program, which I love because I love Latin, and hopefully my kids are going to love it and we can do it together. Okay, what will you get if you order a BJU curriculum? It depends on the format you choose. If you choose online lessons, you will get an online PDF of teachers' manuals, not the physical ones, and children can just learn from the teacher, and you don't really need to do any teaching. You don't need those online PDFs, but you can look at them if you want to do an offline lesson with them. So in addition to the teaching manuals, you'll also get workbooks, Writing books, you'll get manipulatives. Hang on there, I will show them to you right now. But you get lots and lots of different books, and they will follow the online lessons or the teaching lessons. So this is the Homeschool Visuals flip chart, and so there's lots of different activities in there that follow the teacher's manuals. And then you get all these little tiny mini workbooks right here. You can see they have little numbers right here, and they kind of start from, you know, your 1 and then go through to about 30, maybe a little bit more than that. But they increase in difficulty, and children can eventually work their way through that, and then by the time they finish that, they'll be able to read easy books themselves. And so at the end there, they give you the vocabulary and the root words there to work on as well. But the teacher's manual will guide you through all of that. And then there would be the phonics practice book. So there's 2 books that are very similar. So there's that one there, which is the phonics practice one, and then, whoops, there we go. There's the textbook version as well. So these are pretty similar. So this one obviously does phonics, and this one is just a work text where there's lots and lots of writing. And as I did say, it was hands-on. There's actually lots of craft in here, cutting and sticking as well. And then there's the worksheet. So this is, again, more writing practice. So kids can learn to write on their own there as well. Lots of matching exercises. It's very fun and colourful, which I love about the BJU Press curriculum. Okay, but you're probably interested to see what the teacher's manual looks like inside. So that massive pile of books I originally started the video with was all the teacher's manuals that you will get for this reading program. So there is lots and lots of help along every part of the way. And to be honest, I don't use the teacher's manuals. That's really controversial, but I'm a bit of a free spirit, and I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory at this stage. That means we will miss certain little things, but for me, I don't want to spend all this time prepping for lessons. I just want to open and go. And you can do that with BJU Press. If you're happy to be that little bit more flexible and not do every little thing, you can just open and go with this stuff. It's pretty self-explanatory, I feel. But if you wanted to kind of understand phonics a little bit more, understand what you're doing, I have a pretty high education level myself. I went to college and did extra study after that, and I write 1,000, 2,000 words a day. So I'm very familiar with how to read and write. But if that's not you, and if you want to do a little bit of this and figure out exactly what's happening, then this could be helpful for you. So this will show you about all the different materials you get. I forgot to tell you, I don't know if you can see that here, but you've also got flashcards that come with this curriculum as well. What would this be? This would be lesson 15. And you're asking them that you can see it's scripted there, so you're asking them lots of questions as well. So this is really great if you want to do every little thing. You can see that it tells you exactly what to do here. And then there's also extra material in here that you can read to your child. I don't think they need to do everything in the curriculum. I think that there's definitely a little bit of busy work, but then I think that's the privilege that you get as a homeschool parent, is you can skip certain material if you feel like your child kind of knows it and they're going to get frustrated by doing too much. Okay, so this teacher's manual is one of the more advanced ones. So this would be lesson 127. So you can see they're getting a little bit more complicated, but again, everything is scripted out for you so you know exactly what to do. You can see on this page they've got extended activities, story and rhyme time, so it's very eclectic, and this would be story and rhyme time would be great for a kinesthetic learner, for example. Science would be great if kids love learning with their hands. Sing a song, great for auditory listeners. Arts and crafts, great for kids who love arts and crafts, motor skills. So you can see it's not your typical traditional homeschooling program. It's actually a lot of fun, and you can incorporate a lot of fun in there, or you can just open and go like we do with our family. Now, you do also get support when you study with the BJU Press curriculum, which I love, and every dealing I have had with them, I have been so impressed at how loving and how obviously Christian they are. If you want to know more about the other Christian programs that are available, you can click on this video, which will explain more about homeschooling curriculum programs for you.